I don't know if it's because ignorance is bliss the first time around, but my first pregnancy hit me like a truck. I felt awful. I was exhausted, uncomfortable. I felt like I was just surviving. This pregnancy isn't perfect by any means, but I genuinely feel so much better. So today, I wanted to share the things that I'm doing differently during my second pregnancy that I think have made a huge difference. The first thing I'm doing differently this pregnancy is moving my body more. Now, before anyone thinks I've become this fitness influencer overnight, absolutely not. I'm not in the gym 5 days a week. I literally go like once or twice a week. But I'm more intentional about moving my body. I'm trying to get more steps in. We go to the mall, we go outside. I try to get out of the house as much as I can. And I've also started stretching every morning. These are things I didn't do during my first pregnancy, and I genuinely think they've made such a huge difference. I don't feel nearly as awful as I did the first time around. Another thing I'm doing differently this pregnancy is actually taking better care of my bump. During my first pregnancy, I used Palmer's cocoa butter because that's what everyone recommended, but honestly, I never loved the way that felt on my skin. It always felt like it just sat on top of my skin. It was greasy, it took forever to absorb, and even getting dressed afterwards was not the most comfortable experience. This pregnancy, I've been using the Momcozy Pro-Collagen Belly Firming Moisturizer, and the biggest difference for me is how it actually feels on my skin. It's actually the first oil and cream formula specifically designed for stretch marks. So you get the nourishment of an oil with the comfort of a cream. It feels so good on the skin. It absorbs really nicely, doesn't leave me feeling sticky, and my skin genuinely feels moisturized afterwards. It also contains 4 different peptides, which are pregnancy-safe ingredients that help support your skin's natural collagen. I had no idea peptides were even used in pregnancy skincare, but they're actually commonly found in high-end facial products too. And honestly, I've genuinely enjoyed using this every night. It feels like my bump is actually moisturized instead of just having something sit on top of it. It absorbs really well. It almost feels like it firms up my skin a little bit, and I just love the way that feels. It also has this really refreshing grapefruit scent that I wasn't expecting, but I actually really enjoy. Now, genetics play a huge part when it comes to stretch marks, and I know that, but if there's anything I can do to help reduce them and take care of my skin while it's stretching and changing so much, I'm all in. I love that it doesn't take forever to rub in because realistically, at the end of the night, I don't have a lot of time, so anything that I can do to reduce friction is great. As you can tell, I've already made a dent in this. I've been making an effort to use this religiously every single night, but I did see there was some clinical studies that actually said you get better results if you use it morning and night. So honestly, I've been trying my best to do both. However, I will miss some mornings, but I have not missed the night yet. The biggest compliment I can give any product is that I actually keep reaching for it every day because I'm not a person that likes to do a whole skincare routine. I barely like washing my face at night, if I'm honest. I do it because I have to. But I'm telling you, this stuff, I don't do it because I have to. I do it because I want to. It actually feels so much better after I've put it on. It's become one of my favorite nighttime rituals, genuinely. You know how there's loads of like fancy anti-aging creams for your face? This is like that, but for your bump. I thoroughly enjoy laying in bed after I've put this on my skin. It just makes it feel so much more comfortable, especially when I'm starting to really stretch out. So when it's moisturized, it's all soft, it feels good. I can rub my belly, feel the baby kick. It's a good experience overall. And this stuff smells amazing. Now, if you do want to give it a try, Momcozy was kind enough to give you guys a special 20% off discount with the code Adriana020 at checkout. I'll have everything linked down below in the description. Honestly, I think this is one of those products that makes a really nice gift, whether it's for yourself or an expecting mama you love. And thank you to Momcozy for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Another thing I'm doing differently this pregnancy is making an effort to get ready most days. And before anyone comes for me, I don't mean full glam every single day, but pregnancy changes your body so much, you're growing a whole human being. Your clothes fit differently, your face changes, your hormones are all over the place. Sometimes it's hard to look in the mirror and recognize yourself. I've also been breaking out so much more this pregnancy. The acne has been wild. So taking 10 minutes to do my makeup, brush my hair, and put on something that makes me feel a little put together genuinely changes my mood for the whole day. People talk about the pregnancy glow, but honestly mine is just makeup, but it makes me feel more like myself. One thing I wish I had done differently my first pregnancy was realizing how much free time I actually had. Everybody tells you to rest while you're pregnant, and I absolutely think you should rest. Pregnancy is hard. You're growing an entire human being. But I think sometimes people say sleep now, enjoy your freedom while you can, without actually explaining what that means. I remember during my first pregnancy feeling like I was so busy and I just didn't have enough time. And then Amelia was born, and I realized, oh my goodness, I had so much time. There were so many things I wish I had done more of. I wish I had taken advantage of being able to leave the house whenever I wanted without having to pack snacks, diapers, toys, and having to plan everything around nap schedules. It's not that I regret resting, because I definitely think rest is important, but I do wish I appreciated that season of life a little bit more instead of always waiting for later. Now that I'm pregnant with baby number 2 and have an 18-month-old, I understand what everyone meant. It's not that life gets worse, it's just that life changes. Your time really isn't your own anymore. Even the simple things take more planning. So this pregnancy, I'm trying to say yes a little more. If there's something I've been wanting to get done, I'm trying to do it now while I can, because I know this season is temporary too. Eventually, we'll have another little baby in the mix, and life will change all over again. And I don't want to look back and realize I spent this entire pregnancy waiting for the next phase instead of appreciating the one I was in. The last thing I'm doing differently this pregnancy is actually trying to enjoy being pregnant. And trust me, I know that's easier said than done. Pregnancy is hard. You're tired, you're uncomfortable, you're growing an entire human being. Some days you're just counting down till it's over. But one thing I've realized is that pregnancy is such a short season of life. As hard as it can be, there's something so special about it. There is something so special about feeling your baby move around all day. They're with you all the time. It's like having this little secret between the two of you that no one gets to experience in exactly the same way. And I know there will come a day when I don't feel these little kicks anymore. I won't rub my belly and feel her kick back. I won't have this version of our relationship anymore because she'll be in my arms instead. So even on the days when pregnancy feels hard, and trust me, I have those days, I'm trying to slow down and appreciate it for what it is, because one day I'm gonna miss this too. At the end of the day, I don't think there's a perfect way to do pregnancy. Every pregnancy is different, but these little changes have genuinely made this pregnancy feel so much better for me. I still have hard days. I still have days when I'm exhausted, but I don't feel like I'm just surviving like I did the first time around. If you've been pregnant before, let me know what you're doing differently this time around. And if you're a first-time mom, maybe this gives you a few ideas to make your pregnancy journey a little bit easier. Please don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe. I hope you guys have a lovely and beautiful day. God bless. Bye. Show me love.